Welcome back to the Patreon podcast.
The exclusive Patreon podcast now going out to, what is it, 4?
4 guys. We got 4 guys. Let's shout out the guys.
I can do this.
Shout out the guys for us.
Because I signed into the Patreon on my phone finally, and I wrote in the thing. Guys, please don't be mean. I wrote into the community thing.
Everybody's so nice.
But then they reacted to my message. Somebody reacted to it. Yeah. They give it a heart.
Yeah, the chat's good. The
solid,
community
dude. The
chat is
kennel.
nice.
The kennel.
The kennel, dude. Welcome to the kennel.
Wait, let me shout out the kennel. How do I figure out who? Okay, I got members. Yo, shout out to Pinto Wagon. He's paying $4.50 a month because he's in Canada. Sorry you live in Canada, but pretty sick for us to be making more money.
Well, no, we're not. That's $4.50 CAD, so it's $3 American.
Oh,
$3 American is $4.50 Canadian.
They're fucking us both. They're fucking you coming and going, pal. Sorry to hear that. Gilly, get away from me.
But shout out, thank you. We saw that last night. You subscribed last night, late at night, and I text Dylan, but he was asleep.
Shout out to everybody keeps texting me. You and Rob really need to get.
Rob was texting later than me.
Yeah, midnight's not a good time for you guys to be texting me saying like how much I need to hang out with Rob and how much I need. If you text me last night, you were like, you need to be more on the Patreon. I'm like, fuck off, dude. I woke up this morning, I was like, hey, no.
Is that what I said?
Off.
Was I mean about that?
I didn't read.
I don't think I was mean about it.
I originally read it as mean, and then I read your other ones, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I said. I said you got to check out the Patreon. The guys have been asking you questions.
All I read, literally, the first things my eyes went to was, also, you got to get into the Patreon. And I was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
I said, we got a new patron. Also, the guys are talking to you. You got to answer them. And I said, I think our episodes are doing really well.
It's not. It's doing fine. Also,
pretty good. Nobody knows who we are.
Also, other Chow members. I think we only have one tier, right?
Yeah, it's only Chow. Everybody is in Chow.
We're not doing more tiers.
It's Chow time.
Yeah. Chad M. Becker. He's the one who always comments on our stuff and says, "Hi Noah and Dylan." And he says, "I love you, Noah and Dylan."
I love you, Chad. I love you, Chad M. Becker.
I love you, brother. Let's go, James Benson.
Shout out James Benson. He likes a lot of stuff. He's a big liker in the Patreon.
I think these guys
I see you and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think he's the one who reacted.
He's a big reactor, and I love that. I love the big reactions.
Noah's a member, but he pays $0 a month.
Yeah, because I wanted to see after Gun Moo subscribed. I got a thing saying, "Hey, shout out Gun Moo, by the way."
Shout out Gun Moo.
He's day one. He's the first
that's
one.
He's up next. He's day one A1.
But when he first subscribed, I got a notification from Patreon saying that payments have been stalled, and I thought, I see that
up on camera. That's fucking. What is that?
I don't know if it's getting picked up on camera, but the cat's going crazy.
She's being a fucking bitch, dude.
The cat's going crazy in the silver spoon. Little boy blue,
and no was a Jew.
Whoa,
that's true.
Get out of here. Yeah, on my mom's side. So that means yeah.
The good F. Isn't that what you dirty greaseballs say?
Is it? I don't know. My mom's an atheist.
No, that was oh yeah, you're godless. Your mom's no gods, no masters as well? Mm-hmm. Oof.
My dad's a Catholic though. That's a good guy. He's keeping me grounded.
I got a lot of stuff to get into, pal.
Yeah.
Well, first off, if you watch the tea ceremony, you know that I went to a 10-year grade school.
Yeah, the grade school reunion.
Dude, you know what places are called?
Your school went to 8th grade, K to 8. You went to St. Cecilia's?
It's a Catholic school.
They went K to 8.
Every Catholic school goes K to 8.
My elementary school in Philly went K to 8, but when I got to Bucks County, no longer. It was 7th and 8th grade was middle school.
This is how black dudes podcast. I don't know. It's a red. I have red drink right now.
You have Kool-Aid and a red Solo.
Kool-Aid. It's V8 halved with water because I'm a bit of a pussy.
You're drinking V8? That's good.
No, it's not tomato juice though.
You're big on vegetables and fruits now, though. You're trying to change your life because your girlfriend said you were going to be fat.
It's fruit V8. It's tropical medley.
That's fun. There's no veg in it. There's not even a carrot.
There's probably carrot. I think there's carrot in all of them, but it's like pomegranate. But it's also like probably a pound of sugar
for sure. Oh yeah, the high school, the grade school reunion, the K to 8 reunion.
You know what somebody said to me? I apparently missed my high school reunion.
Really? Why are you guys having a high school reunion? What, like the 5-year reunion?
Yeah, sorry.
That's nuts.
I'm like, no. So the reunion went.
No need for that.
The reunion went fine. I walked in. There's about 20 guys there, and about 4 girls, 2 of which had boyfriends. So there was a couple of girls just getting hounded by the
nice.
And like the makeup of the reunion was, this is fucking get out of here. This is fucking
Gilly.
This is the kennel.
Gilly.
So I'm gonna say this and hope that none of these guys sign up. It was every fucking nerd in my grade school that like didn't like me, and I didn't really like them. And then my friends who were dickheads in grade school. And I think that part of this was like, we all know it is funny to go to the grade school reunion.
Yeah.
But also I think we all just wanted to hang out again.
For sure.
I didn't really. I stayed friends with my guys from grade school, the two of them.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't need to see anybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
We were pre-gaming at my buddy's house.
That's
we're watching
so nuts. That's so nuts that there's just a grade school reunion generally.
Pre-gaming at my buddy's house, watching it, and I turned to my buddy Trud and I just went, why are we going? Like, we're having fun. I had beer.
Yeah,
we all had beers.
Group. If that's the group, it's like...
But it's like, that's the group. That group has made it 10 years. Over 10 years. I've known those guys since I was like 10.
Yeah.
So that group has made it 14 years.
Yeah.
I don't need to meet the guys that we left behind. I don't need to see what they're up to.
You left them for a reason.
A lot more guys got fat than I thought.
Of course.
Really tossed me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
One kid walks up to me. He goes, "Hey, Dylan, nice to see you again." And I genuinely was drunk, and I just went, "You're going to have to tell me the name, pal." I said that to him. I remembered I got everybody's name right.
Except for that guy.
Except for that guy. And it's because he looks so fucking different. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Did I ever tell this? I told the story about the Grinch. The kid who whipped his dick out during Grinch, right?
I don't know.
Have
I don't know if
told
you've said it on... You've told me, but I don't think you've said it on here.
A quick recap. In third grade, the class was auditioning for Grinches, and it was like kind of like a whole play about Grinches. There was a multiple Grinches. I was Grinch number 1, obviously.
Obviously. You dress like the Grinch right now.
Take it easy, brother. Hey,
You're a mean one.
sorry, dude. This is just guys who get off work. This is guys with tough hands.
Whoa.
Sorry, soft-hander. Soft-hander like you don't know what high
My hands
vis.
are pretty rough.
Soft-hander like you don't know high vis, dude. This actually isn't
I got
high
rough
vis.
feet. That's not high vis.
No,
That's
this
fucking lime green.
This would get in trouble. What's this say?
I'm a faggot. Jeremy and Jordan 2015.
Jeremy and Jordan. Shout out to them.
The 5th annual Jeremy and Jordan.
Oh, it's a golf tournament.
It's a golf tournament.
So anyway-
Did you compete? Do you
No.
know Jeremy and Jordan?
No, I was 15.
Did you thrift that shirt?
No, I don't.
Where'd you get that shirt? Is
By
that your
my
girlfriend's
dad.
shirt?
Oh, my dad probably played in it.
No.
Anyway, back to my story. So, whatever. The Grinch thing happens. He gets on stage. I feel like I told this. He gets in front of the whole class to try out to be a Grinch. And the whole time he had his finger in his nose and his hand in his pants. And he pulled his hand out of his pants and the tip of his dick was out the whole time. For the rest of the performance.
We definitely did talk about this on here.
You know what, dude? It's fun. It's fun to
That's so funny. It's like nobody told him. Why
Yeah,
did
so-
nobody tell him?
Yeah, so that his mom
That's
his
nuts.
mom was there. So
Yeah, and that's fucking nuts.
his mom
That's
was one of the teachers.
embarrassing on her part.
Yeah, so that kid walked up to me. He looks homeless now, and I was like, "You gotta remind me, brother." So,
And that was him.
so
And
I've known that guy since I was 5. He went
And
to
what's
my,
he up to now?
he went to my first grade school
Really?
because my first grade school.
Oh, and then
shut
he
down.
made the transition with
He
you?
made the transition over.
Whoa.
Well, I transitioned first. I checked out the lay of the land, and I said we could definitely take
Yeah,
this
you-
over with blacks and Puerto Ricans.
You're Daniel Boone.
Well, you got to remember, me and this
You
kid
crossed
were,
the Appalachians.
Me and this kid were probably like 2 out of 5 white kids in my class.
For sure.
White guys, at least.
Yeah.
So he was a big fan of Mario when we were kids.
Like Super?
Yeah, like anything to do with Mario, anything
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I feel like a lot of kids were. You weren't in that. You're a Yu-Gi-Oh kid.
No,
You know that.
I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're a Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh was a much cooler show than Pokemon.
So much cooler. Yeah, cooler hair.
He had spiky cool hair, the pyramid.
Yu-Gi-Oh was well, no, Yu-Gi-Oh was black Pokemon. And
Uncle.
that's who I was around.
Yeah, for sure.
Like blacks and Puerto Ricans, they're watching Yu-Gi-Oh way before Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Were you throwing N-bombs in grade school?
No,
You
Were
weren't?
nuts? No, dude. Maybe in your fucking grade school you could do that. In my grade school, there was no way. My grade school, like Martin Luther King Jr. Day, was huge in my grade
Really?
school. Yeah, because I was a fucking huge fan of it too. Because I was like one of the white kids, and I had all
Wait,
black.
do you remember my friend Martin? Did you have to watch that? I was trying to tell Renata
friends.
about
Yeah,
this.
my friend Martin was great.
I was trying to tell Renata about it the other day, and she was like, "No, never saw it." And I was like, "No, my friend Martin was so big."
I always thought my friend Martin. I always got the plot confused because I always thought the racist bully in today's time.
Yeah.
I always thought that they made like the subplot so that it was his grandfather who shot Martin Luther King Jr. it seem
like
ooh, I turned my
Biff.
mic off.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't it seem like that? Didn't it seem like his girl? Because they made the other white guy look like him.
yeah, James Earl Ray.
By the way, at the time of us like watching that every year, I had a best friend who was black named Sluin, and we would always be like, "Yo, we're like the white guy and the black guy and my friend
Oh,
Martin."
that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that. That's nice.
Yeah, I remember.
My
yeah,
mom's a big fan of my friend Martin.
I remember
she's
in
a school
kindergarten.
teacher.
I remember in kindergarten being taught about racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the song "Color of the Rainbow" by Louis Armstrong.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my teacher was very nice, and she would like talk about it, and we were like, I remember being young and very confused by it because it's like if you're not if you're not throwing into that, type
I
of
agree.
stuff.
Because I was always kind of like, I had black friends growing up. My elementary school had a lot of black kids.
I just remember being a kid, and she like pointed out me and Sluin because we were running that shit together. And she pointed us out, and she was like, "You guys wouldn't have been able to hang out together like 20 years ago."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa."
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I was like, if you never told me about that, I wouldn't even know about racism.
Yeah, nobody would even know about racism.
Yeah, it is kind of funny if we just like MIB like wipe the memory of children
Yeah.
and just stop teaching them about racism. I wonder if racism starts to go away.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of it is like parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of racist parents out there.
I wonder what the kids growing up now if they have a lot of there's still some racist guys.
Yeah, for sure. There's so much of the country I feel like is pretty racist.
True. I mean, my fucking neighborhood I grew up in just went back there, dude.
Yeah, it's like my dad's a little racist, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
My dad would never, dude.
Your dad would never.
Dude, send his kid to an all black school.
So true.
It's just that he just sent me to the school he went to.
Yeah, he's just trying to save some money.
Yeah.
You're an alumni.
No.
You're a legacy.
No.
You're a legacy.
Paid every dime. Dude, we asked that once if they got both my parents worked for the school and the diocese, and my dad never got a discount on tuition.
Damn.
Always paid at that point probably $5,000 a year. My high schooling was, I think my high schooling was close to 10 G's a year.
That's crazy.
$8,000.
That's college.
Yeah.
You paid 4 years of college. That's nuts.
No, it's not college.
Yeah, it is. A lot of schools.
You get shitty schools though. This is fucking This is Father Judge Catholic.
Oh, this is Father
This is Father Judge Catholic High School for boys. Dude. It was an
Damn.
overflow school for North Catholic, and then North Catholic shut down.
Yeah, true. I remember when I was one time when I was at Bucks County Community College in a history class. I was so high. I was just sitting in there and I was really high. We watched the video about civil rights, and I remember being really moved and having a realization of being like, no, slavery's so bad. Like racism, racism sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's not good stuff.
I was really like, damn, that's terrible.
But I'll tell you what, the jokes are funny.
The jokes are really funny.
Racist jokes.
Racist jokes are some of the funniest jokes.
They're the best jokes. And you know why? Because it's so bad.
Because it's so bad. Because you can't say that, but it's so good.
Yeah, so
But
take that, liberal media.
Yeah, me and Mr. Bean, dude. And I'm a free speech guy.
Dude, Mr. Bean's the man. Hold on, I'll toss a pin in getting emotional because I have a new thing that I genuinely had to walk out of the room, almost cried.
Oh yeah.
But I'd like to get back to the reunion. So I had that kid. We'll put the pin up there. I had a guy who I got like along with a little bit. We never had an issue with each other. I kind of was just like water and oil with this. Just didn't really like. We'd be very cordial together, but it's like that never would seek out this guy to talk.
For sure.
Another problem was he would always be called like the knockoff brand Dylan Smith, and I got to the school after he was at that school. So I showed up to the school, and he immediately became knockoff brand Dylan Smith, which is a bad way to be.
That's terrible.
And I remember I was like telling Bridget about this because Bridget was like, "Didn't you have an issue with him?" And I was like, "No." So what happened at the reunion was he was shit faced very early. And he was wearing like a golf polo. And he looked like he had just gone golfing.
Yeah.
And like, I walked up to him and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, cool. I was like, yeah, did you golf this morning? Because he's drunk. So I'm like, all right, you probably been drinking all day. He goes, nah, I just wanted to look nice. What, do you got a problem with that? And then I was like, nah, man, looks great.
Weird.
Let it go. And then slowly I realized like, I went up to my buddy Jimmy and I'm like, dude, he's being like aggressive with me.
Yeah.
Like wants to fight. And he's like, what's like your thing? And I was like, I was drunk. So I was like, I can't pull my finger on why. I just figured it out. Every single time he would end a sentence with me, it would be with, what do you got a problem with that? Every single sentence.
Whoa.
And then it all kind of came to a peak because he was trying to get us to do Rumpleman shots, and I was like, I don't really want to.
That's so weird.
And then out of nowhere, I was just like, no. And then he's like, what, you don't like Rumplemans? And I think he was doing like a too good for it type of thing. And I was like, no, I just don't like, I just don't want a shot. And then he's like, I mean, we go outside in the parking lot and fight about it. And I was like, all right, what the hell? I just like
what's
laughed.
his problem?
I was like, all right, dude. And then a funny thing happened was, right after he said that, a cute girl was like, Dylan, do you want a Rumpleman shots? And I was like, oh, I guess I'll have a Rumpleman. Got a big laugh from the crew. Everybody laughed. It really diffused the situation.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So.
Oh no. What's his problem with it?
I don't know.
Is it just because of the hate that everyone has kind of put on him that he's
because we went to high school together.
He's the Bizarro
fine.
you.
We went to high school together. He was fine. One time he like DM'd, these dudes were like talking shit on me, and he like DM'd me to tell me, which is a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what his issue with me was. Maybe he didn't have one. I don't know. Bridget
seems like he has a weird beef.
Well, Bridget was like, "Don't you guys have a beef?" And I was like, "No." I was like, I always just thought it was weird because he would, if I hooked up with a girl, it would be almost kismet. He would hook up with that girl like a month later.
Weird.
And the one time he texted me about it, he was like, because he dated my ex, and I was like, I couldn't give less of a shit. And then he like made out with this girl. He texted me and he was like, did you ever hook up with this girl? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, he's like, dude, I just made out with her. He's like, I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose. And thinking like at that point I had a girlfriend, another girlfriend. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, it seems like you might be.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. I was like, nah, man, you're good. It was like some chick that I hooked up with at a keg because then her mouth tasted like cigarettes. I remember being like, ugh.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah. But I'm not going to put that on the boy. He was like, he was probably a 16-year-old, you know what I mean? Some people are weird. But I mean,
it seems like he's still weird. It seems like he has
this
this
weird
weird
fight outside the parking lot. Crazy.
Yeah, it seems like he has just like this weird kind of resentment towards you for whatever
fucking
reason.
Bumplemans, dude. I'm not doing that,
dude. Well, it's because I really think it's because like he was labeled as the.
He might have some aggression towards that. I mean, I don't know how. I think it was a pretty prominent label. Well, the teachers would constantly mistake our names, but they would only call him Dylan.
That's so weird.
It would never go my way.
That's
it would
so
never be
weird.
like. It would.
Do
never
you guys look alike?
I guess in grade school, kind of. We were just like both brown haired, big ears, blue eyes types of guys. Well, I don't think he had blue eyes. That's why he's not off brand.
Wow.
You get these peepers. Nah, he might have blue eyes. So yeah, that was it. Other than that, nothing too crazy happened at the reunion.
No. Well, that's good.
It was good.
Last night I got really into calling I kept calling Renata the Fun Stapo. Has that ever been said before? Because it's right there, and
Renata
I don't know.
the Fun Stapo.
Yeah, I was just when she was doing something, I was like, "Oh, we should do something." She's like, "No, I don't want to." And I was like, you're being the fucking Fun Stapo right now."
Well, like the Gestapo, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so funny. I love that.
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I love it.
I thought it was so funny.
That's a new thing.
I was howling, dude. I was howling.
Hey, to the 4 people that are, dude, you know what's great? You know how how your old Stomping Ground, the Matt and Shane Seeker podcast.
Yeah.
How people are like, they don't know what like an OL is or yeah. We have the Fun Stapo,
Fun Stapo, dude.
We're gaining verbiage.
Yeah, dude. The Fun Stapo is here. And
that's
my
so
girlfriend.
fucking fun. My girlfriend's a bit of the Fun Stapo too, dude.
She's the Fun Stapo.
Bridget can be the Fun Stapo sometimes.
I don't even know what it was. I think I was just like trying to watch like Veep, and she was like, "Can we put something else on?" And I was like,
"You're the Fun Stapo.
You're the Fun Stapo, dude. You're not letting me have fun."
That's so fucking funny, man. I love that.
Yeah, that's just one thing that I wrote down because I was like, I gotta remember that. Is that a thing? I don't know.
I know. I never heard that before. Do you want to hear what made me cry?
Yeah. What made you cry? We were talking about crying on the phone for an hour earlier.
Yeah, that was a good conversation. I love a nice phone call to you. I bet you're sick of it because I'm driving all day.
No, it's nice. You usually call me when I'm not at work, so that's fine.
Yeah. So, we were watching a TV show, and you know the song "He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother."
I don't know.
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
I don't know.
He ain't heavy, he's my... It's whatever. It's a great song. My dad loves this song. So I was like thinking, man, I was like, I wonder where that comes from, the phrase, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. So I look it up, And it keeps bringing me to like this story from 1918. And I'm like, well, the song came out in the 70s. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually I just clicked on that. Turns out the song is based off of a story from 1918 that came from an orphanage where it was a Catholic orphanage in Oklahoma. Or no, it was Omaha. Where a young boy with polio and he had braces on his legs. And there was another young boy who would carry him up the steps. It's going to get me emotional thinking. I might cry.
You should cry. You got to let it out, dude.
And one of the priests, which by the way, this priest just watches this happen. And he goes up to the kid who carries him and he says, isn't he, he's like, isn't that heavy? Isn't he heavy? And the kid responds with, he ain't heavy. He's my brother. He said, he ain't heavy, father. He's my brother. I was like, dude.
Come on.
He's not heavy. He's my brother.
He's my brother.
It's like, it doesn't matter that he's heavy.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like.
You got to get your brother up the steps.
Think about this. Bridget's watching. This was in Sex and the City. This is when the song came up, I believe. Bridget's watching that. I'm down here. I'm laying on the floor because my back hurt. I'm reading a story off my phone and just being like, do you know the song? Do you know the origin of this song?
1918 Omaha, ring a bell?
I read it to her and I was like, isn't that fucking beautiful? And she was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, you're the fun stopper.
It's being the fun stopper. You can't have a nice sentimental moment.
She loves being the cry stopper. She loves being the cry baby and the cry stopper, dude. She never likes it when I cry.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't think she has an opinion for it any which way, but I definitely try not to cry in front of her.
Yeah, no, it's not a good look.
So now I walked in the other room, and then the other thing I did tell you on the phone was we're watching the new season of the new the spinoff of Sex and the City, and I cried at Mr. Big's funeral.
Mr. Big's funeral. You don't even know the guy.
Because his brother gives a speech, and
his brother.
Well,
dude.
you know, my head immediately went to fuck. If my brother Ryan dies, I'm gonna be the one who gives the speech.
You're the
I'm
guy.
also the only one in my family that public speaks a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I got a lot of brutal questions about comedy at the grade school.
Oh yeah.
Just like,
how do you come up with your material?
No, it wasn't even like that. It was a lot of where do you do stand up
for the folks at home.
It's sort of like where do you do it at? And I'm like, I do it at bars at open mic nights. Like it's not
open mic.
And I was like, an occasion I do it in Cheltenham, and sometimes I do it in fucking Chalfont.
You got to start lying to them. You got to.
I said Helium. I was like, fuck it, Helium. I was like, I sign up for the open mic. Helium, baby.
Should have been like Wells Fargo Center. I'm opening up for Shane Gillis. Are you going to that show?
And then the one dude was like, well, I've been to Punchline. You ever been to Punchline? I was like, nope, never done stand up Punchline. Never even attempted to do their open mic.
I don't know anybody that goes to Punchline.
I know a couple. Well, I've heard like a lot of. I don't know anything.
Oh, that's where Ben Staub goes sometimes?
Well, Ben Staub's fucking nemesis worked there. Yeah, the beef with the guy. I might go there just to fuck that dude up.
Does he still work there? Did Ben Staub get him fired?
I haven't talked to Ben Staub in a very long time.
I know, but he's a nice guy. He commented on my finger painting of Rob.
I can't. Yeah, I think he commented on mine.
He said looks just like him.
He loves. He comments on stuff. I can't wait till we have him on those paints.
I know it's gonna be so good.
Big plans for Ben Staub. He's an art teacher.
He's literally a second grade art teacher.
Yeah, we're coming up. That's gonna be a big episode. You gotta keep an eye out.
It's like you gotta keep an eye and tell your friends about it, please.
Yeah. Hey,
we need some more viewers.
If you guys get one other head to each of you dogs, I mean, we are we're swimming in $20 a month.
We got a lot of single heads here. We need 2 heads on these dogs.
Yeah, it would be sick if you guys at least got to the amount of money making for us on Patreon that it would pay for all the other fucking Patreons that I pay for.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I pay for Noah's Patreon. I donate to Noah.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Moving on, dude.
Moving on.
Let's just moving on.
Isn't it crazy that that in the Spanish language they don't have the j sound?
What do you mean?
They don't have j.
The jalapenos?
Jalapenos, dude. That's a. The J is a. I was thinking about that yesterday. It was blowing my fucking mind.
One time I was at Popeyes, and there's an old black lady in front of me. She just randomly went. She went, "Can I get the jalapeno fries?" No, she's like, "Can I get the jalapeno fries?" And she was, the little lady behind the counter was like, "What?" And she was like, "The jalapeno fries." And she pointed at the menu and it just said jalapenos. It said jalapenos. And the lady's like, "What do you mean fries?" There was just a jar of jalapenos on the counter. And she was like, can I get the jalapeno fries?
Mm-hmm.
And the girl had to explain to her that no, you can buy a jalapeno, they're right here, or you can get fries and like put it on there.
Yeah.
And she's like, you guys don't put them on the fries.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no. And he's like I was behind it, and it was like, was trying not to laugh, but it's an old black woman talking to a younger black woman, and she just called them jalapenos. And I'm giggling, and I'm like, if I know the girl behind the counter is gonna see me laughing, and if she doesn't laugh and she sees me laughing at an auntie, I'm gonna get in trouble
For sure.
But no, she
might whoop your ass.
she peeped me and she started giggling too. She's like,
I mean, because that's goofy.
that's insane.
That's goofy. That's nuts.
It would have been fun. Yeah,
I was at a halal the other day. I was at a halal cart, and there was a white woman, like
halal.
a halal cart. I know somebody who says it like that, and I've never corrected them.
Halal cards, halal cards,
Halala. But I was there. There's like a 20.
back cards. Moving on.
That
dude.
ain't no hollaback cart, dude.
Go ahead, though.
There was like this 25-year-old white woman wearing like athletic gear, like Lululemon, like you like to wear.
Yeah.
And she was. It seemed like she'd never been to a halal cart. She's just like her, like she just moved to town, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll try out one of those halal carts." And then she went up and she was like, "So what do you have?" And he was like, "The menu's right there. it's chicken or
Such
rice."
a fucking white lady and fucking Lululemon thing.
And then
too.
she was like, she was like, well, I do like chicken. And he was like, okay, so like chicken over rice. And she was
Who
like,
the fuck doesn't?
and she was like, yeah, I think I'll have that, sure.
Oh,
and then he was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, okay, what kind of sauce? Like white sauce, hot sauce? And she was like, no, what's the white sauce is what? And he was like, it's like yogurt. And he was like,
calm lady.
I do like the yogurt. So I like the yogurt sauce. I'll have some yogurt sauce and like maybe a little bit of hot sauce. Do you have anything else? And he was like, barbecue sauce. And she was like, no, I don't want that. And then he was like, okay, is this good? And she was like, yeah, I think that's okay. And then he was like, you get a free drink with halal. And he's like, all right, take a drink. And she was like, what? And he was like, all right, you get a drink. And I think that she thought that he liked her so much that he was like, you know what, free drink on me. Because she went, thank you so much. Just thank you. I really appreciate that.
It sucks because she's being nice, but she's also just
She's
being
being
brutal.
an idiot, dude.
It's just like dumb white bitch.
She's being, it's like she's being nice for sure. She's not trying to be malicious. She's just like an idiot.
Yeah, I really don't like dumb people, man.
What's her problem, dude? It's like,
I think when like people and like it's such like a fucking hack thing to be like, well, people don't know how to walk in the city or anything like that, because it just gets said so much. But they really don't. Like there really is like a people who live 20 minutes outside of Philly. I know people who live 45 minutes outside of Philly, never been in Philadelphia once.
yeah, 100%.
My sister-in-law, she went to Philly. We brought her into Center City, I think 2 years ago. She lives in fucking Reading.
First time?
No, she's been in New York a million times. She's been, for the first time in her entire life.
Crazy.
We took her to like something. It wasn't even like doing the city. I was like, we have a thing that we're going to go see and fit in Center City.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, this is my first time in the city." It's like, that's crazy.
That's nuts, yeah.
So it's like you get people like that, and my sister-in-law is not like that, but like you get people like that who like just never leave their suburbs or like even further out.
Yeah.
And they just are thrown away.
I've seen a lot of posts recently on the Philadelphia subreddits of people being like, I moved to Philadelphia for work 7 months ago and I just cannot adjust to the city. And they're just like freaking out and they're like,
It's not even like a fucking metropolis either. It's
there's
like
nothing
it's
like
mostly neighborhood.
there's very little going on in most of Philly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hanging out.
If you go back to the neighborhood that I'm from, it's just kind of a nice neighborhood. It's like it's a little bit suburban. There's a little bit of city aspect to it because it's wedged between two pretty shit neighborhoods. But it's like fine.
It's nice.
like, yeah, it's like, dude, why would you move? Because you know what the thing is, when they move here for work, they move to fucking Center City or they move to Fishtown.
They move to Fishtown and they can't do a Fishtown.
It's like you're moving too quickly.
You can't
move to the suburbs and then your kid will grow, or move to a Fox Chase or like a Roxborough. It's in the city, but it's not. And then just train into work, and then then your kid will be adjusted well enough to go into the city more.
Yeah,
because nobody wants you stopping up the Hollaback cart.
No, not at all.
Nobody wants
I don't
that.
want that at all. Me and 4 fat black ladies were pissed.
Oh, I bet the teeth sucking was unbelievable.
Lots of. Can you believe this?
Couple of fucking comedy club waitresses. I would
Couple comedy club waitresses.
Said something
You
for the
just said,
ladies.
"Hey, I'm a fun guy."
What does this say? Wait, I have I have so much shit on here that. Oh wait, I wanted to tell you this. I'm going to my niece's 4th birthday. This is my family's doing, so it's in Reading. Like I said, my brother's from out there. It's an hour and a half drive from where my mom lives.
Okay.
We were out to dinner the other night and drinking, and we fucking booked a party bus.
Nice.
to go to a 4th birthday party.
I like that.
$125 a person. I told Bridget, she was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty frivolous cost.
It's a frivolous cost. I couldn't be the one to say no. My brother Kev pulled the trigger, and I was like, because he was telling me that it was going to be under 100, and I was like, under 100, I'll do it.
For sure.
Then he hit us with 125, and he's like, that's going to be it. And I was like, okay. Because you can't be the guy who says no.
You can't say no, because then that makes everybody else's price go
Well, here's
up.
the thing is, I'm always the one who drives. Because my brother Kev's car is bullshit. His wife doesn't drive. My brother Ryan always sneaks in and fucking gets in my mom's car because he lives right around the block. So I always end up being the fucked and having to drive.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I want to be able to drink at this party. I can never get fucked up at these parties.
Yeah. This 4th birthday party.
Yeah, Reagan's gonna think I'm a fucking.
She's gonna be doing keg stands.
She's gonna think like, oh, all my uncles are like drinkers and cool guys except for Dylan. He's always a bit of a pussy.
Yeah.
He's always a bit of a fucking gay bird, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to be like,
I don't think she's gonna think that.
No, I need my niece to.
You need your niece to see you blackout drunk,
throwing up in a bush, and then like turning around and being like, and like having and like being like, that was funny that I did that. Don't make fun of me for that. I did that in front of you guys because I was trying to make jokes.
Yeah, that's what I did at my cousin's wedding down the shore.
You threw up and you were like, how funny was that?
I threw up. I threw up whenever all my cousins were in the bathroom. I think they were doing coke, but I had to throw up so bad, and I pushed through everyone, and I got in the stall, and I was on the ground. I was just going
accidentally do coke, and then you're like, I actually feel fine.
I know. It's like I wish I threw up everywhere, and then I got up, and they were like, no, your ass cracks out, and I was like, I pulled it down a little bit more.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
The one time I threw up at my brother's wedding because I was shit faced, but it wasn't really because of. So we do blackberry brandy, but the only blackberry brandy you can really drink is Jacqueline's.
Yeah,
and
it's like cough syrup.
They didn't have Jacqueline's. They had like another brand, which if you get another brand, it's just sugar. Yeah. It's just like it's a syrup.
Yeah.
So the fucking one dude that I drink with all the time, he went and he was like, get us 2 blackberry shots. And I don't like blackberry to begin with. I fucking hate it. It makes me gag no matter what.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Weird.
It tastes like cough medicine. I don't like the taste of cough medicine. Yeah. So whatever. He goes, pour 2 shots. I take a shot and I went, that's not Jacqueline's. And he goes, no, it ain't. And he's like, he like housed it. He's a big dude. And I like walked right out the door, right to my left, turned, like my foot was still in the door. I just was like, I know there's plants right here. Just somehow landed right in a bush. Just threw up into a bush, turned back around, and I just went, what the fuck? Yeah. I threw up. I think I threw up exactly that shot because it took me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But I was a little embarrassed, and then all my brother's dickhead friends were like, Schmitty's little brother just threw up. And I was like, you guys don't know anything about anything, dude. I was like, that's not real Jacqueline's.
That's not Jacqueline's.
That doesn't touch the lining of my fucking
stomach. You have a refined palate.
Yeah, sorry, jerk-offs.
Yeah, why don't you come to the big city?
Yeah, I'm Philly.
Learn a thing or two.
Give me a cheesesteak not from inside the Philly limits. It'll do the same exact thing to me.
True. I can't touch this stuff. You ever have a cheesesteak in the Lehigh Valley?
Oh god.
They put marinara sauce on it.
Yeah, they
standard.
fucking do. That's a Reading. That's what Reading fucking does.
And like some other thing too. It's marinara sauce and like some other bullshit. Like they put like mushrooms in it too, standard. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Gross. And it's like, this is a cheesesteak. It's like, no, it's not. It's a pizza steak.
It's a pizza steak. It's a pizza steak is what it is. Yeah, true. And they're like, that's regular. And I'm like, no, it's not. I had the fucking
oh, we gotta get to this one thing. God.
What is it?
Dude, me and Noah have been doing a pretty hilarious bit. Do you know the bit?
No, what's the bit?
Rocky fighting Asians. I've been in my car. So after we did the tea ceremony.
Oh man, Rocky fighting Asians is so good.
After we did the tea ceremony, I just been in we were in the car ride back, and I was like, how funny would it be if Rocky fought people who did karate, but like he'd never seen people kick before. So he would like be squaring up with an Asian guy. He'd be like, I thought I was the only wing. I thought I was the only wing thing in the ring. Turns out I'm not. And then he's like, all right. He goes, all right, Tonto, put your hands up. And then he goes, wait, what are you doing? Mick, he's using his feet, Mick. Mick, what else? He's never seen kicks before. What are they doing, Nick? Paulie calls him retarded. Like, they're not retarded.
She's not retarded. They're just Chinese.
They're not
Paulie.
retarded. They're not retarded. They're Chinese. I do a good Rocky. I
They do a good Rocky.
my favorite, dude.
No,
It's my favorite
retarded.
thing.
She's just Chinese.
My favorite thing to do is Rocky yelling is my favorite fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my one thing that makes my girlfriend laugh is Rocky in 2024 telling Paulie he can't say retarded. Like, you can't make retarded. He's 95 years old. You call him retarded. It's like you call your own sister retarded. You know what, Paulie? Maybe you're retarded.
I'm gonna use a very bad word now. You're retarded.
Oh, you know I don't like talking like that, but you're retarded.
You're retarded.
You say retards like the zoo. I like the zoo, Paulie.
What are you saying about me? You're saying I'm fucking retarded.
Oh, my neighbors definitely fucking hate this podcast.
That's okay.
It's fine.
Oh, no, talking about he's learning how to read. Agent Caesar know how to read. He's reading a giant scroll. Why they're called characters?
Oh, somebody drew all over your book.
The Chinese characters, right?
You're a bit of a character, you know what I mean?
Yo, I'm a bit of a character.
You know, they used to call me a character back in school. Back
He's not retarded. He's just Chinese.
not retarded. He's Chinese. Oh man. Hey, you want to show me what are you doing with your feet? Oh, they're using their feet, Mick.
Take off my gloves, Mick. Take off my gloves.
Come here, Mick. It's like Rocky going up against a little fucking Chinese guy.
Oh my god, they're doing flips.
Oh, man. I didn't know this movie was directed by Barry Gordy. What are you doing? Apollo.
These black guys know kung fu.
Oh man. You ever eat what these guys are eating? It's crazy.
Mick, I heard they're eating dogs.
Mick, I don't know nothing about nothing, but I'm not eating no dog. I can't tell you one thing. What, they're gonna serve bupkis up on a platter?
Adrian owns the pet store. You know how it is.
Adrian don't like these guys' cuisine.
They eat dogs, Mick.
They eat dogs, Mick. No, that's Mick saying that to Rock. He's like, you can't win, Rock.
They eat dogs.
They eat dogs, Rock. And then Rocky has to go to fucking Mr. Miyagi and still chase chickens.
Yeah, he's still chasing chickens.
He's chasing chickens. Then Mr. Miyagi fucking rings it around. He fucking breaks its neck in front of Rocky. He goes, I don't like this place.
He makes him drink the blood.
Yeah. Chinatown. Chinatown. I was basically Rocky in Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Oh, what is this place?
What is this place?
You're telling
Whoa,
me-
what are all those things?
You're telling me there's a whole country inside my city? You mean to tell me?
You're really blown away by that. You're like, it's like China's in Philly.
There is a point. Because here's the thing. It's like, dude, when you're a cinematographer, you look at everything through a lens. And I kept looking at everything like boxed out. Like if I took the street signs out of it, I was like, I'm just in fucking China. I don't
Yeah.
think I have to go to China.
No, you do. It's different.
No, I don't.
It's probably worse.
I almost just, did you just hear me say no? I was like, no, I don't. I said it in Rocky.
No, I don't.
It's hard to break out of the accent because the accent's very similar to how I talk
I don't need to go to China, Mick.
I don't need to go. What, you want me to go all the way to China?
You want me to
fight?
go all the way? You want me to dig on the ground, Mick? You want me to go to China? I'll go to China.
18 hours of fucking flying. Now look at me.
I want you to be my
You want me to fight after 18 hours of flying? Yeah, I'm as fresh as a fucking wet market, Mick. They eating bats.
They call them pangolins, Mick. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there.
He's like, you can't win, Rock. They created COVID. Mick, I don't know nothing about nothing. But if I don't get the plastic sheets out of my restaurant soon, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I can't go around and bother all my guests all day with stories of when I boxed that Asian fellow.
It's like some people come in, they don't know about the feet. I gotta tell them.
Yeah. What did you call it? Kicking? What's that? One of your names? Dude, I was dying laughing, and I thought I was the only winged thing in the ring. I don't know why it just sounds so. I feel like I could write a Rocky movie. I have his dialogue down.
It's so funny.
Oh fuck, man! What a dude. We did that in the car. We did that in the car. I'm talking to the kennel right now. And the entire time we were like, fuck, dude, that would have been so funny on the tea episode.
Yeah.
On just the tea ceremony. We had just done the tea ceremony.
Yeah, we just did the tea ceremony.
Oh, man, dude. That's been really fucking tickling me. It's also been tickling me.
I gotta leave you, Mick. I gotta go talk to Mr. Miyagi. He's teaching me Kung Fu now. Mick, you're no good anymore.
Mick, what do you know about being a karate kid? I have to go to California.
I gotta go to California. They said I gotta fight this guy Daniel LaRusso.
Mick, I gotta go to California. You training with the blacks again? Nah, the Asians.
The Asians.
No, it's
and then
a
it goes
whole
ding
different
ding
thing.
ding 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 ding, and then it's like a Indiana Jones map of the flight going to China or
But
to
it's just,
California.
It's just a big black eye.
Yeah,
It's just a mouse
it's a
under his
glove.
fucking
It's a punch, and then the glove goes across the country.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
It's like, get us in the fucking room. They just got to get us in the room.
Why the fact that they never
The
did Rocky,
Chinese.
the fact that they never did like Rocky up against a kung fu man. Well, Bruce Lee was alive.
Well, Bruce Lee was already fighting black guys.
Rocky was also fighting black guys. That's why it would have been
Famously,
a perfect
he
match.
was fighting black guys.
Yeah, remember when Rocky goes to California to learn rhythm?
Yeah. It's so good.
I'm
Rocky
sorry.
is so good.
You're telling me that Rocky got all the way to being the heavyweight champion of the world without moving his fucking feet in the ring once?
He's just got that heart in him. He's the Italian stallion.
Yeah.
1 horsepower,
It's
that guy.
so funny. It's like the whole if they did the Asian thing, then the story arc of Rocky would be Rocky discovering his fucking feet.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It would be Rocky figuring out that you can't just swing at things. And you can't just have people walk into your fucking punches all the time, Rock.
Rocky's going to have to enter a kumite and fight for his life.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Rocky in a kumite would be sick. He'd get killed at round 1.
MMA, what's your ma got to do with this? MMA.
Oh, mama.
MMA, this is Adrian. His dialogue.
Very nice to meet you.
Here's the thing. That's not that funny of a joke. That's what the dialogue is. And I love it. It's my favorite movie. That's what the dialogue is
Yeah.
like. Rocky is so stupid in the fucking
He's
movie.
an idiot.
It's unbelievable.
They're two buffoons. Rocky and Adrian are two. It might as well be fucking Benny and June. You ever see Benny and June?
No.
With Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp plays a retarded guy and he falls in love with a retarded lady and they're just kind of like weird together.
Yeah. That's what Rocky
And
is.
then her dad takes her away from him.
They become millionaires and he buys a fucking robot.
Happy birthday, Paulie.
They took that out of the fucking movie.
Did they?
Yeah, they took it out of the movie.
When?
When
I have a DVD with it in it.
No, yeah, they're not going to take it out of your fucking DVD, dude. No, they took it out of when it got to streaming platforms. They were like, you know what? We're making a decision here. We're only selling Rocky to streaming platforms. Cut. Sans. Fuck it. Happy birthday, Paulie.
Why?
Paulie's sex robot is no longer in the movie.
Why?
Because I think they were like, wow, this whole series, you know what? This whole series was really based in reality. And the fact that there's a robot that talks, it really brings the entirety of the series
Come
down.
on, dude.
Oh, by the way, Rocky fucking tears the wall down basically with bare gloves.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Paulie.
But you can't have a fucking, you can't have fun anymore.
You can't have, that sucks.
They're the fun stopper.
They are. Netflix is the fun stoppo.
Yeah, dude.
I hate that, dude. That's so disappointing. Oh my god. I didn't know this was a black house. I don't think it's that one. I think it's the one in the door.
How do you fucking turn these things off?
Do you have it? It's that one? You gotta unplug it.
What do you mean?
Or take the batteries out. Alright. I don't know. Are they? Where's the smoke? The battery might be dying.
That's actually crazy annoying. I apologize for that. That's funny though.
It's a black house. You live in a black house.
No, it wasn't.
You're famous.
It wasn't chirping in the background.
That's your. That's your. It's because you have a comedy.
I'm all out of Kool-Aid.
You have a comedy waitress girlfriend.
A what?
You have a black comedy waitress girlfriend.
I have a black comedy
Waitress.
waitress girlfriend. Yes. I would love to be in a Martin-esque show where it's just me surrounded by a bunch of black people, but we never like even talk about the fact that I'm white.
Yeah, that's cool. That would be cool.
I did have another thing that I was thinking about on the ride home, which is like I've talked about this, how there's like a lot of memes during the when Israel-Palestine popped off. A lot of memes were like the Catholics are going to jump in there, and it was a lot of like what a modern day crusader would look like. And I was just like, it would be very funny because like the Pope can't raise an army or hasn't raised an army in so long that he just has to give everyone the old equipment.
Yeah,
and it's like they can all get to Israel and Palestine because they have passports. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it'd be funny if like you just like went under the radar. It's like the Iron Dome's not detecting guys in suits of armor on horses.
Yeah.
And I think it would just be really funny.
I don't know though. Isn't that what the Palestinians are up to though?
No, they're doing a lot more. I think they're
more advanced than that now.
They're launching rockets. I mean, even Russians have fucking $10 drones that have grenades attached.
True.
But I just think it'd be funny if the Pope was like, all right, dude, we're taking up arms, and like 100 fucking fat Irish mix and like greaseball Italians.
That would be cool.
That are like crying about going home to mama.
That would be cool. Do you think you'd join up? Do you think if the Pope was like, boys, we got to go to Israel?
I might do it for the bit.
We got to go to Israel and give them what for?
Well,
we got to take back the Holy Land.
I'll go, but I have to be dressed as a knight, and I have to be on a horse. And I just want to like walk up to like an IDF fucking person with a sword and just be like, all right, brother, give me the land. And just get shot like immediately.
Yeah, you need like a lance.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
I wonder what my weapon. I mean, we've talked about this when we went to look at the armor in the Army Museum, but it's like, I just think it would be so fucking funny if on the news you were like, and the Catholics throw their hat in the ring, and it's just a bunch of fucking fat retarded guys mowing their way into
that'd be so funny.
Into Gaza with no guns because we couldn't get them on the planes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
you'd have to find whatever you found once you landed.
No, I know how we would do it. The Vatican would have to. They would have to get all the armor that we have at our disposal, and then they would have to ship it to Israel and be like, hey,
it's for a museum.
This is for a museum.
This is for a museum. We want to give you guys this stuff.
And then they send it to probably like a P.O. box that we have.
Yeah, to the Catholics.
And then we suit up in armor, and then we're inside.
Mm-hmm.
We're inside the Iron Dome. So then it's like, I guess from there, we go up to just random IDF agents and go, all right, give me the land. It could be like a funny man on the street sketch. Like if I just dress like a crusader and I go, all right, pal.
Hey, give me the land.
It would be I'd get shot.
What's your body count?
To like a hot dude.
Can you give me the land back?
Is it IDF?
Yeah, IDF.
Yeah, you ever see
the Israeli Defense Force?
You ever see those ladies?
Gal Gadot. Famously.
Yeah.
Well, fun. That's what they do with the birthright. When they bring the little Jewish boys from America, they hook them up with the hot Israeli ladies, and they get them to fucking join the IDF.
You gotta get on birthright, dude.
I think I can. I think I just can. But it's like it seems like such a tumultuous time. Do you think it's on pause right now? Do you think birthright's on pause?
No, probably not.
Do you think?
No, because now they need more than ever. They need IDF.
Oh my God! Now more than ever. Would you sign up for the IDF if you were there?
There's a comic in the scene that was IDF.
Yeah, I met him.
Israel. Yeah.
I met him. He was.
By the way, I don't think he wants this out here, but it's the kind of one I won't say his name. Born in Brazil, adopted by a Jewish family in Israel, has to do 2 years in the IDF. It's
Brother, that's rough.
That's a shame.
You didn't sign up for that.
No.
You didn't sign up for that at all, but do you think he loved it? Do you think he was getting so much Israeli pussy?
I think I've asked him about this. He's not very keen on talking about it. Actually,
how many fucking Muslim babies do you think he killed?
I mean, I kind of get it. He can't. I told him, I was like, you gotta have bits about this.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't because
they're gonna hate him.
I think
he's
they're
Jew.
because he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy right now for sure. Yeah, to everybody.
To me, everybody over there is the bad guy. I'm a crusader.
All I'm saying is turn it into a fucking sandbox already, dude. Let's just restart.
No, dude. If the Catholics got a hold of it, it would be fine. That's all I'm saying. If it was just look, the Vatican is a beautiful building.
Yeah, instead of killing babies, they're just going to be fucking them, dude.
If we just had a compound of Vaticans, that's what you're getting with
Lots
us.
of Vaticans.
Yeah, it's like, hey, did you want to visit the Vatican? Is the line too long? We got 7 more over there.
Yeah, we go to Israel Vatican.
There's a beachfront Vatican.
Go to Vatican Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
The Dead Sea Vatican, that'd be cool. That'd become like a med spa.
I think it would be so sick if we did it, though. But I do think it would be I just think it'd be so funny if, like, if like we go through Gaza and like with hundreds of men, but like 4 guys make it out to Israel,
Yeah.
and then we just go up to the fucking one hot IDF agent, and she's just like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Nothing."
Nothing. What are you up to, dude?
How are you? What's your name? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful name. Yeah. Oh wow, that's beautiful. But my name's John McGillicuddy. Like every other fucking fat Irish dude behind me.
Yeah.
We used to have hundreds, but I'm actually kind of a warrior.
I'm kind of a warrior. Hey, dude, would you mind if could we just have this land?
No.
Okay.
What are you guys fighting about? Like, what's your side all about?
So you hate these guys,
You don't like them,
but why?
I think I'm on your side. But I don't know if I like him either.
I lost a lot of guys over there, so I'm kind of leaning on your side. But honestly, when I was over there, they really were like telling me how you were the bad guy. So I'm just like,
This one has the sack I have around my neck has a cross on it. Do you think if I flipped it inside out, you could airbrush a dreidel?
ooh. Do you think you can fill out these lines, make a Star of David for me?
Then they accidentally make a swastika, and then fuck, dude. That's not what I meant to do.
You know, it's actually a Hindu sign for peace.
Yeah, in some cultures. Not in this area though. In this area, you guys aren't happy about this
They
stuff.
hate the swastika over there.
No.
It's crazy. It's like what I think is crazy about Israel is they left forever. How come they get to come back?
Huh?
They left forever.
Who?
The Jews. The Jews were out of Israel forever. And then
What-
after
what do you
World
mean?
War
Why-
II,
yeah,
they
why
came
do you-
back.
What do you? Yeah, dude, because they didn't have a whole lot of places to go. You fucking psycho.
You can go anywhere, dude. Ship them to
No.
the fucking the Mongolian steppe for
nuts.
all I care.
Well, you know what it was. It was America didn't want more Jews. No other country
Nobody
was like
else wanted
nobody wanted more
Jews.
Jews.
Nobody
and they were
wanted
like,
Jews, so
why
they sent 'em-
Jews get other?
Well, they sent them to the place where they wanted Jews the least.
I know, but that's it. That's where they wanted to go. They were like, well, that's
Is that where they wanted? That's where like 5 guys wanted to go.
That's the Holy Land. I think if it's not for the Catholics, it's for the Jews. If it's not for the Jews, then it's for the Palestinians. That's what I think.
There's a plaque in South Philly outside of South Philadelphia High School at Broad and Snyder of a famous Zionist named Israel Goldstein.
So sick.
Yeah, I think he went to Temple University, and then he went to Israel and really started cooking after
He
the
would
war.
go to Temple.
I know those guys love Temple famously.
They get confused.
Yeah,
Because they're
Do you
like,
think?
Temple?
Wait, $17,000 a year
Just to go to there. I got a temple
to
down
go to Temple.
I have a temple down the street from me.
Why am I? Excuse me, is there a discount on this temple?
Oh my God. No, it's half Jewish. I would never make jokes like that.
You were just making jokes like that.
No, I didn't. I said that they got confused because their church is also called Temple.
Yeah. And I'm saying, you're telling me if they go there, they're not going to haggle?
It's like if I went to a college that was called
They go, "Oy vey."
what the fuck's another name?
Why
for
are
a
the
church?
lights on? It's
Mass?
Friday. What were you saying?
Nothing, dude.
You're
Don't
talking
even
about
fucking-
mass?
See, this is where you go off the rails and you get like way too fucking, anti-Jewish. And look, I know you're half Jewish and like you have some beef with that.
I'm not anti-Jewish.
You're a self-hating Jew.
I like some Jews.
Self-hating Jew. And
My favorite person's a Jew.
me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Catholic.
What if you were Jewish? That'd be cool.
If I was Jewish?
I'd like that.
I don't know, dude. My accent would be fucking worse, I guess. I'd be
Oy vey.
Rocky fighting Jewish guy. Well, Mick was Jewish,
Mick was Jewish.
which is crazy because
his name's Mick.
they made him Irish the entire time,
And then
they buried him a Jew,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
had a
like
Jewish
how the
cemetery.
fuck since when is there a Jewish boxing coach?
I think a lot of them were back then.
No, maybe promoters.
No, I think a lot of the
That's what you
trainers,
folks are
because
doing.
boxing used to be a lot of just white guys, and so Jews got in there. Scrappy Jews were boxing.
Scrappy Jews.
Scrappy Jews. That's
the little dog.
evil.
The little dog
Yeah,
on
that's the
Scooby.
evil Scooby Doo.
Yeah, on Scooby Jew.
Scooby Jew.
Yeah,
Oy vey, Raggy.
I was trying to think of what Shaggy would be.
He'd be
Schwitzy.
Rabbi.
No, it would be Shaggy. We'll figure it out, dude. Tune in next week when we find out what the Jewish name for Shaggy would be.
Shvaggy.
Shvaggy.
Shveggy.
Shvaggy.
Shveggy.
Shvaggy. All right, we got there. Don't tune in next week, dude.
Scooby Jew and Shveggy, dude.
Scooby Jew and Scrappy Jew. I saw a fucking thing that was
That's funny.
like.
That's good stuff.
I saw a thing that was like, isn't there somebody missing from the Scooby Doo lineup? Like everybody that watched, and I'm like, yeah, dude, it's Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo.
That's who you think. It's like everybody's like, this is a Mandela effect. It's like, no, it's not.
It's
You're just
Scrappy-Doo.
looking at a picture that doesn't have Scrappy Doo in it,
And you're like,
he's
where's Scrappy-Doo?
He's in 50% of the pictures.
He's in a lot.
Yeah. I loved Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo was always a motherfucker.
Scrappy Doo is a motherfucker, dude. When he was possessed by the demon,
He was Joe Pesci. He was a dog Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
That was kind of his thing.
I like that.
He was Scooby Doo's little cousin. He didn't talk like, he didn't have Scooby. That's how you know Scooby Doo has a fucking speech impediment. It's
Yeah,
not like
true.
dogs don't just like talk
Dogs
like
don't
that.
sound like that. Well, I think because he's so big, he's a big oaf. So he's like,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
I
like
mean,
you ever know big oafs that just sound like fucking whiny retards?
yeah,
I know a couple of them.
I think it's what Bridget thinks I am.
Yeah.
Dude, I weighed myself 190.
Well,
That's big for me.
yeah. What's your average weight? You'd say.
Fighting weight's 165.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably usually hang around 175,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been
pigging.
I've been pigging. I've been a little piggy.
But then Bridget had to be the fun stoppo and said, "Hey, you're getting fat."
She was just like, "You're gonna get fat. You're eating really unhealthily," and I was
Mhm.
like, "All right, it's time to rein it in." I ate fish last night, and that's it.
You got to start eating. You should become a pescatarian. Might do wonders for you.
I think I could do it if I just eat white fish constantly.
No more the sausage and peppers. That's gone.
Well, I have a packed sausage in the fridge. I can't. No, we're making sausage and spaghetti tonight, I think.
That's big. I like that.
Yeah, dude.
I had hot dogs and mac and cheese last night. That was crazy.
Oh, we did. Dude, I also got a 5-pack of mac and cheese. Oh,
I got 3
hungry.
boxes yesterday. It was nice.
We got 5 minutes left, dude. You fucking say something. Say something to the people.
When I was walking down the street the other day, there was this homeless man, and he looked exactly like a T-Rex, and he was acting like him too. And he had his arms, but he was like this, and he was going like this, and he kept going.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, damn, he's a T-Rex.
So you think he thought he was a T-Rex? Or do you think that was just you saying that he's a T-Rex?
I think I was saying he's a T-Rex, but he was giving a lot of.
It's like the orange juice thing.
yeah
That's my favorite thing in the world.
that you turn into a glass of
The
orange
guy
juice,
who
and he spilled over.
that like no, but just like that every single neighborhood in the world garnered a rumor that somebody once took so much acid that they were forever a glass of orange juice, and then they were running around going, "Don't spill me, don't spill me, don't spill me."
And then he fell.
But like that's been going on before the internet, so it's like that story has traveled word of mouth. Like that should be
Yeah.
studied.
Well, that was in the movie SLC Punks too, but that was
What?
that was in the
I
movie.
don't even know what that is.
It's a movie with Matthew Lillard. Funny enough, literally Shaggy.
Yes.
He was in it, and there was like a guy in it who was like, oh, he turned into orange juice. He did too much acid. Acid. He had a bunch of acid in his pocket. Got sprayed by sprinklers, soaked through his skin.
Yeah. And now I think it's a glass of orange juice.
Now he thinks it's a glass of orange juice. But I think that has to have come from like something before that. I think that was just kind of like the
that might
thing.
get studied, I think.
I think it is studied. It probably has been studied.
Fun fact, to take us through the next 3 minutes, Philadelphia, the most studied accent in the world.
That makes sense. Why does everybody sound like that? Why does everyone sound so
It
bad?
just doesn't like I think it's 100% like derived from slang. And they think it's pretty close to the way early Philadelphians spoke.
Yeah.
Just like they added slang terms or something like that. Like if you were to look at how a founding father spoke that lived in Philly, probably pretty similar.
I heard that a lot of people sounded like they were like how people from Boston or the South sound now.
It would make sense for it to be Boston. No, the South sounds like Shakespeare. It's Dutch.
Yeah.
So it comes from like that.
Well, Shakespeare's British.
It's British, but I think I think Old English sounds Dutch or something.
Yeah, no, the Dutch sounds a lot like English.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you know that the most?
Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of Hamlet. Hamlet's Dutch. So the time period that Shakespeare was writing about, that accent would have been closer to a Southern accent. I got that. That's a fun fact. 100% said by Minkus from Boy Meets World. So I don't
Really?
know if that's a fact. That could have just been the Boy Meets World writers.
That seems right though.
But that's
That
from
doesn't
Boy
seem
Meets
like
World.
something they would just say. You got to fact check that maybe.
Maybe. I'm just gonna go with Minkus on that one. He was a smart one.
I believe Minkus.
Yeah.
Did you know that apparently the perfect example of like an American accent is Westchester, Pennsylvania. That's like the American accent is Westchester, Pennsylvania.
I guess I get that.
That's what they say.
It's the perfect example of an American
That's like
accent.
what an American accent is, according to like studies.
Wow.
It's Westchester.
For me, an American accent is when we were in Chinatown and I heard all those guys because that is America.
That is America.
The melting pot.
Yeah. Have you heard of the melting pot?
Yeah.
Have you heard of the hot pot? In Chinatown, the melting pot's called the hot pot.
What?
Yeah.
No, I know what a hot pot is.
That's
Is there
what
a
they-
place called the melting pot? That's
No.
a hot pot place?
No, but you know about the melting pot? The fondue place?
No.
That was a place. It was a fondue only restaurant.
Mm.
Big waste of money. You go there. You go there expecting to be full. You're leaving hungry.
Yeah, no, it's just bread and cheese. No,
Well, you can get meats, vegetables. They also have dessert ones where you can get like chocolate fountain.
A chocolate fountain's an unbelievable.
Well, they have that and the fondue. I've only ever been there for dessert, but I've seen people get the cheese things, and it looks good. But I can see that it won't be filling unless you're eating all that cheese. But you got to pay for the fucking fixins, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like a huge waste of money. But you can just get a fondue.
I think it's shut. All of them have been shut down since. But this in high school, people were going to the melting pot.
If I liked cheese, we could do fondue.
I love cheese, dude.
I'm not a cheese guy.
You don't like any kind of cheese? You like a Kraft
mozzarella.
single?
I like mozzarella. You can't do fondue with that, I don't think.
No. Well, you need to like loosen it.
You would need Jabri.
We do need Jabri. We'll do cheese stuff with Jabri.
Folks, that's an hour.
That's an hour.
No, hey, I'd love to go way longer, but Noah's got to make it to a Phillies game.
I have to go to the Phillies game. It's my anniversary today.
Me
and my girlfriend are going to the Phillies game.
Happy anniversary to Noah and Renata.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Bye. Thank you. Oh, wait, I have something I want to say really quick. Have you seen the Hartford Buck at all? The ads for the Hartford Buck?
No.
It's like it's been making me lose my mind. It's this ad that's on Hulu, and I think it's like a loan company, and it's talking about like people with small businesses, and then it ends with somebody going, when you find out it's a deer, it's a CGI deer that's walking in front of a business, and it goes, "You're a small business owner. Well, I'm the Hartford Buck." And it's been driving me crazy. I love it so much.
Oh, you like it?
It's like so ridiculous. Like I hate that it's like I love how ridiculous it is. It's the Hartford Buck.
I can perfectly imagine what this looks
I'll
like.
show you the Hartford Buck when we get off, but I just needed to bring that up.
The Hartford Buck.
The Hartford Buck.
That's what we have to end it on.
I wrote it down. No, the Hartford Buck. Look up the Hartford Buck if you didn't. You'll see how ridiculous and silly it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're the two-headed dog. All right.
Sponsored by the Hartford Buck.
No, we're not.
Bye.